In the good old days, programs would read their input from data files only, which made reproduction an easy task. Modern programs use complex user interfaces, and these make it hard to observe and to control the user's input. The standard approach to reproduce user interaction is to use a capture replay tool. A capture replay tool acts like a layer that interposes itself between the input as provided by the user and the actual program. These tools can operate in two modes. During recording mode, all input coming from the user is passed on directly to the program, as is all output from the program, so the user just interacts normally with the program as always. But during the capture, all input from the user, that is, mouse clicks, keystrokes, and similar events, are recorded in a log file. During replay, the program executes under control of the capture replay tool, getting its inputs from the previously recorded events and thereby ignoring regular user input. That is, all the events which were previously recorded are now passed on to the program just as if they were input by the user, and the program produces its normal output. Technically spoken, such tools realize capture replay by intercepting calls to library or system functions which would normally provide user input. Let's demo this on an example. We have a program which takes commands from a command line and processes them. Here's the function input command, which is supposed to accept a command, and process is a function which then processes the command as entered. This is how such an input command function would be implemented in Python. The function raw input outputs the prompt on the console and accepts a line that will then be returned by the function raw input and therefore input command. The IDE we're having in here, however, does not support interaction with programs, so we simulate the whole thing by reading commands from an array instead. Here we have a list of commands. With every invocation of input command, the next command is returned from the array. And we do so by increasing the command index by 1 every time input command is called. The first time it returns open, second time it returns save, third time it returns quit. Here's the function that actually handles the command. All it does at this point is to print out the command, and if the command starts with Q, such as the quit command, then the global resume variable is set to false, meaning that our while loop over here simply exits. Now we have to move the main function at the end such that it gets executed after all the functions are defined. Let's see whether this works properly. It does. Here we have simply the 3 commands printed out, and with the quit command, the loop simply exits. Here's how a capture replay tool works. It replaces the original input command function by a new function, which wraps around the original input command function, calls it, also returns its original value, but on top of that, it also saves the commands in a log. In our example here, we're simply going to use this list here, where every new command is to be appended. This is a simple programming exercise, and I'll leave it over to you.